U.S. Cellular Field there on a Saturday night in the Windy City. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Minnesota Twins and the Chicago White Sox. It's White Sox baseball, and it comes your way next. Jose Quintana gets the ball for the White Sox in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, you take a look at that ERA. He has not been good this year. Got to throw a lot better, and hopefully he can start doing that in this one.
Danny Santana heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, number 39.
And the first pitch of the ball game here is taken for a called strike one. And Eric, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they enter this one in good shape, winners in 7 of their last 10.
And they've got themselves a pretty good-sized lead in the division coming into play. Certainly not out of reach yet, but they've got to be pretty comfortable with where they're sitting at this point in the year.
Quintana into the windup. Here's the 1-1. This is line to left, and that's in there, a base hit. So the leadoff man is on here to get this one underway.
Yeah, he's all over this pitch. You see it right here. Lines it into left field. Now they've got a man on to start the ball game.
Eduardo Escobar will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the 330 mark to begin play.
And he hit over 300 during the last month, so he's seeing it really well right now.
Runners off for second. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
Yeah, Matt, Clyde has a bit of a reputation for rewarding pitchers that pound the bottom of the zone. Calls the game well, but we might see some strike calls below the zone that hitters aren't going to be too happy with.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Nobody out, runner on first. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Well, that didn't take long. You get the leadoff single to start off the game, and then you follow that up with a 2-base hit. They're already on the scoreboard, just 2 batters into the ball game.
Miguel Sano stands in for the first time now. Looking to stay hot. He's been a real force at the plate over the last week or so. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Now a drive out to left center field. Here comes Escobar heading for the plate. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Well, they are definitely not having any trouble seeing this guy so far. A second runs in to score on the double. It's 2-0 now already, and he's already putting his guys in catch-up mode here in the first inning.
Brian Dozier will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, kind of more of the same for him, guys. I mean, you can see that he's not sporting the strongest batting average this year.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. No one out with a runner at second. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. But once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. Would you say he's not really finishing his pitches at this point?
That's a good way to put it. It looks like he's aiming a little too much, and that's not working for him.
A little bouncer. 1 away. With that, a look at Paul Molitor's lineup for the visiting Twins. Steve, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, they got to hit the ball somehow, man. They're dead last in hits, and it's so hard to get a rally going if you can't string together hits consistently, and they have not been doing that.
Joe Mauer will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a soft liner, and that's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Well, this is not exactly the most convincing swing you're going to see, but this is a results-oriented game. He manages to take the ball the other way and make his way aboard.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. As he'll pop this one fouled off to the left, and it's strike 1. Hit hard back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's a 3-0 game.
Batting 7.
Eddie Rosario will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Ground ball left side. The tag gets one. Over to second now, and they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Minnesota leads this one 3-0. Ricky Nolasco gets the starting nod for the Twins. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, last year, ERA was not good. Skyrocketed all season long. He's hoping to post a much better year this time around.
Adam Eaton comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the White Sox, right fielder, Adam Eaton.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. And EK, we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
They've been good away from home here, too. They've won 3 of their first 4 on this road trip, and that's a sign that these guys are really coming together as a ball club.
Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Ready on 1-2. And another foul ball. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Yeah, the crowd will get on him here, but leading off the bottom of the first, I don't think there's any intention behind that. You don't want to put your guys in a first-inning hold just to prove a point.
Austin Jackson will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Oh, I'll tell you, no hitter wants to go through a streak like this. Already the numbers don't look very good, and now he's hitless in his last 10.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Sacrifice attempt here. A quick out number one. Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. Who stands out to you, EK?
Yeah, well, we'll see if the Todd father, Todd Frazier, can keep it going. He's got his slugging percentage up over 650 coming into this one, so he's a huge threat offensively. Watch for him to drive the ball with authority if he gets something good to hit.
First pitch of the at-bat. That's popped up out towards short right field. Dozier is there for it. 2 gone. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, Brian Dozier, he doesn't get enough attention for his defense. He's known for his offense and hitting home runs from second base, but he's also provided this team with solid play at the keystone position. Got a quick first step. He changes directions well. Very smooth at turning double plays. Adds up to be a very reliable second baseman.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Ready with the 0-1. Rolled slowly to first. Mauer over to his left, and Mauer will step on the bag at first, and that ends the inning. A man left for the White Sox, still down 3-0. Eduardo Nunez gets his first shot now, and he's working on a modest 5-game hitting streak.
Eduardo Nunez.
He'll start the second with a curveball that's taken here for ball 1.
He wanted to go after that one, but that's a good eye to just watch it all the way in.
And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. High fly ball out to straightaway center. There to take it is Jackson, and there's your first out. With a moment now, let's take a look at the White Sox defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Stepping in, Kurt Suzuki. He'll get to take his first cuts here. There's a first pitch curveball trying to come back to the outside corner. Didn't get it that time. It's ball 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Sent on the ground out to second. Lowry's there. On to first, and Suzuki's retired, 2 away.
Now batting.
And more often than not,
Center fielder.
when you see a guy with a batting
Danny
average like his
Santana.
is, it's a result of swinging at too many bad pitches. I should know. I was that guy. And his average is going to tumble even further after that at-bat.
Danny Santana will stand in. He singled to lead off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
That really got this ball club going. When your leadoff guy gets on like that, kind of just fuels the momentum. Everybody starts to hit.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. Smoke toward third. Frazier's up with it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Deoner Navarro will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday.
Catcher, Deoner Navarro.
Nolasco's ready. Here's the first pitch. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
Well, you got to figure that this guy's going to come out here free and easy here in the second. He's got a 3-run cushion already. No reason not to come right after these guys.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hits this one hard the other way. There is Dozier. And a spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first out.
And you know, normally when you see a play like this, you figure if this guy's all the way out into the outfield like he is right there, you figure he's already in the shift. But actually, this is all range right there. He's way out on the outfield grass, and he's able to gather this thing up and make the play from a tough angle, too.
Brett Laurie will get his first opportunity here, and he enters play third in the American League batting race.
And not bad for a second baseman. There are some good ones, but second base isn't typically where you'd expect to have one of your best hitters.
First offering on its way. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. There you see the league leaders in hitting we touched on a moment ago. The 1-0 delivery. And here's his fastball for a called strike one, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Sano sprinting after it, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. One out, nobody on. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down.
We'll take another look at the sequence here on Show Track. Now, as we watch, notice that it's all hard stuff through the first 4 pitches. But then on pitch number 5, he finally turns to something off speed, and that leaves the hitter with no chance.
Melky Cabrera will stand in as we show you the numbers for his last 8 ball games, and he continues to be as hot as anyone on the ball club. Here's a high pop-up. Escobar is there for it. And that ends the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. They trail in this one 3-0. Eduardo Escobar is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Hey fans, be sure to pick up your Sox Pride wristbands, presented by Chicago White Sox Charities. Pick one up today at any Sox shop or online at whitesox.com.
Quintana's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. Hits ball 1. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Here it comes on 1-1. Lined hard toward right center. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night.
We are seeing a lot of confident swings right now. That's already 6 hits now in the first few innings. They've really come out attacking the baseball so far.
Here's Miguel Sano, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Seems like he's gotten away with more than a few location mistakes so far.
Yeah, and that's not going to last forever, especially in this place.
Comes set with the 0-1. Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
0-2, here it comes. Now a foul tip right into the catcher's glove as he's able to hang on for the first out.
0-2 count. They're coming with the fastball. And he's geared up for it here, but he winds up just missing it as he foul tips it and the catcher holds on.
Here's Brian Dozier now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Runners on first with one down. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now. He waits. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
Joe Mauer is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
And it looks like he's rebounded pretty well from that rough inning a couple innings back. He put up a 0 last time, and he's close to doing it again.
A runner on first with 2 away. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Twins wind up stranding one. They lead it 3-0. Avisail Garcia steps in for the first time. One of those guys really needing something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go of it lately. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a miss on the slider. 0-1.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
One ball and one strike to the leadoff man here in the home third. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Shot towards second. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by.
And even though they've been out hit by 5 so far, this is still just a 3-0 game. So they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
Jimmy Rollins will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of 1 run.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
And here is strike one called to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. He's ready now. The pitch gets a small piece near the plate. To second for one. Return throw is in time. And what do you know? They do get the double play.
Wow, this is a nice play right here. You've got to come out of that crouch from behind the plate No hesitation. He knows exactly where he's going. Second base all the way, and he's able to get that 2-6-3 started. He took a chance, but it paid off.
In now is Adam Eaton. Lifted the other way to left center. On the move is Rosario. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double.
Center fielder, number 10, Austin Jackson.
Austin Jackson will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double.
And this is really where you earn your money. Runner on second, 2 outs. Let's see what he can do here.
He's set. Here it comes. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. The run scores from second. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Well, he'd been doing a really good job of working corner to corner, but this is one of the first pitches we've seen that kind of found the middle of the plate, and it's going to cost him a run as this will wind up being an RBI double.
Into the box, Jose Abreu. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard toward the right side. And this will get by Mauer and down the line. It's a fair ball. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 3-2 contest.
Third baseman, number 21.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. So striding in, Todd Frazier, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Well, he just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
The set and the 1-0 pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Problems compounding here after a smooth start to the game.
Yeah, whoever that guy was that pitched the first 2 innings, he hasn't shown up yet in the third. He's looked like a completely different guy.
2-0 pitch on the way. And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1. Third double of the game for these guys as you see the comparison there. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Oh, with every pitch it misses, he just keeps digging himself a deeper and deeper hole.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. Trevor Plouffe is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Third baseman number 24, Trevor Plouffe.
And a high strike there, 0-1.
And this is a really important inning for him right here. Your guys go out there and get you a couple runs. You want to throw up a 0, come back in, and see if they can't get you some more.
right back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the 4th inning. And as we check out the Twins leaderboard, you can see he currently sits 3rd on the ball club in that category.
Well, he hasn't exactly been tearing the league apart, but he's making enough noise with the bat to be respected. Clearly, he's a large piece of this offense.
Eddie Rosario will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Trying to jump on that first pitch changeup. That's a good pitch there to start this AB.
Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Slapped hard the opposite way. In there, a base hit.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Eduardo Nunez.
Things are not really going his way out there for him at all. I mean, that's already 8 hits he's allowed in just 3+ innings. It's hard to imagine him turning things around the way he's thrown the ball so far.
And some stirring now in the White Sox bullpen as it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Back goes Jackson, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And the run is in to score from second. Good block of the plate by Navarro, and they got him at home.
The catcher, number 8,
Kurt Suzuki stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
You know, pitching coaches preach throwing first pitch strikes, and he's done that around 70% of the time today. So that's one of the reasons he's not doing well.
4 runs, 9 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. And he falls behind 0-2. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And giving up hits is one thing, but judging by that pitch, he doesn't have any consistency with that release point. He's all over the place.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Taken in by Rollins. On to first, and Suzuki's retired. 2 away.
Well, that's a nice job right there to readjust to that curveball. I don't know if he was sitting on it or what, but he certainly hit it hard. Unfortunately for him, right at someone.
Danny Santana will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
And even though you got a 2-run lead, you don't want to be leaving too many guys in scoring position out there. That could come back to bite you later.
Two out here and a runner at second. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Quintana sets. Here's the 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Swing and a liner, but foul. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. fly ball out to straightaway left. Cabrera's there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Twins forced to settle for one. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Twins are in front, 4-2. Deoner Navarro is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Into the windup and the pitch. Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. And another one misses here as they fall behind Navarro 2-0. In the dirt, it's 3-0 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Hit hard to short. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. And now he'll try and scurry back to first, but the throw rings him out to dry. Bad base running mistake there for out number 1.
Well, these guys have not got off to a good start. And it's no surprise that their defense has been a big factor why. Going to need to figure this out soon because this is another play that needs to be made.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Brett Laurie stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Line toward right center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Boy, that hit right there is just a thing of beauty. You talk about smoking one right back at the box. There isn't too many guys in the middle of that field that can catch a ball like that.
Here's Melky Cabrera. Lays off 1-0.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. That's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Lined back over second, and that'll get down for a base hit.
And this is a situation now on the mound where you can't worry about how you got into it. You got to worry about how you're going to get out of it. And he's got some work to do now to protect this lead.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Avisail Garcia. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Looked like the slider there. A ball and a strike. Skied into very shallow right. Sano is over, and that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Jimmy Rollins.
Jimmy Rollins gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
He pulls this one into right. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
3 hits now in the inning. He's pretty fortunate this one doesn't score a run, and That's going to load the bases now with 2 away, so it might take a 4th hit here to put something on the board.
In now is Adam Eaton. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. 2-0 now.
Now, even with the bases loaded, this is a green light situation on a 2-0 count. You're looking for your pitch in your location, and then you better let it rip.
We're in the 4th inning of a 4-2 ball game. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. It looked like he was giving him the evil eye down there, and I can't say I blame him.
Yeah, well, he's already been plunked once, and I don't think he's going to stand for too much more of that.
Swinging a high pop-up. Could be tough back behind third. Kloof is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. White Sox will strand 3. Still down by a count of 4-2. Eduardo Escobar heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Quintana's got his target. First pitch on the way. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Comes back with a fastball up and away that swung on and missed. 0-2.
And you'd think for as hot as this guy's been over the last few games, they might be treading carefully. They're coming right after him, and now they've got him in an 0-2 hole.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you've got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Hit hard to short. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
Miguel Sano will dig in. He had an RBI double back in the 1st inning of this one. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Here comes Robin Ventura now out of the White Sox dugout. And he's going to make a change, as that'll do it for Jose Quintana. So he'll depart after working just 4+ innings, as this will not go down as a quality start, that's for sure. Chris Beck is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him, because that thing was right down Broadway.
Now the 0-1. Fastball called for strike 2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Wow, he just never got into the rhythm of that at-bat at all. I mean, normally you'd expect a middle-of-the-order guy to put up a little more fight than that, wouldn't you? But he just got caught flat-footed on all 3 of those pitches.
Here's Brian Dozier now. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Yeah, and the only silver lining to this offensively is that you get that guy up to second base, and now he's in scoring position with 2 outs. But I would doubt seriously that that was his intention.
Joe Mauer will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball. 1-0. May have gotten a piece of that one, but no matter. It's 1-1.
Boy, no fear in that location. He just ramped up and threw it right by him.
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Here comes Escobar heading for the plate. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's 5-2. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
Well, I got to tell you, I love the way this guy just lets it rip. Ahead in the count, behind in the count. It really doesn't matter to this guy. He's just going to go up hacking. And he drives in a run right here as he just drills this one for 2 bases.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. That's now 10 doubles for him on the season. 5 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error make up the totals for the Twins to this point. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. 1-1. Here it is. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
Now, he does have first base open, so he doesn't have to come in right here. He can try to make that perfect pitch, and you know what? If he misses, who cares?
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Hit on the ground to short. Rollins is there. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Twins get a run on the double by Joe Mauer. Middle of the night from U.S. Cellular Field. It's now 5-2 Minnesota. Leading off the inning, Austin Jackson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Line to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Jose Abreu steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. From the stretch, he'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball one. Danger here, as this is a guy who can make this a one-run game.
And if he does, make him do it out to right field. I wouldn't give him anything he can pull.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Tap fouled at home plate. We're in the fifth inning here. 5-2 is our score. Fastball taken inside for a ball. 2-1 now. Oh, tough pitch. Things just not going his way on the mound right now. 3-1.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
Squared that one up just a little late. And this is on the ground to first. Could be two. One there. And now after that call at second, here comes the skipper out of the third base dugout as he apparently doesn't agree with the call. I believe the second base umpire is going to tell him that the drop occurred on the transfer, but that's not going to sit well with the skipper, so you can just about guarantee that he's going to have his say before he returns to the dugout. So a runner at first with one out now, and standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. Hard hit ball to second. Well, this is hauled in by the second baseman.
That's the story of the ball game right there, and that's how it goes sometimes in baseball. The hard hit balls find gloves, and the little dribblers find holes.
Here's the catcher, Deoner Navarro, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. But it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
2 out with the man at first. Hit out towards second. Dozier has it. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. White Sox leave one. They trail 5-2. Eddie Rosario makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie Rosario.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And he misses again, 2-0. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. 2-0 count, and the pitch. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
And you can see him shaking his head out there. I think he felt that one was a little bit low. And you know what? He may have had a case.
Still 2-2. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
I think he finally said to himself, all right, look, you've had your chances to hit that off-speed stuff, but now you're getting the fastball at 94. And that wound up finally doing the trick.
Stepping in now, Eduardo Nunez. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Navarro is under it, makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Yep, here it is again. Look at him just bury this one right at the letters. And you can see it. He got him to pull off the swing a bit and just pop it straight up.
Standing in now, Kurt Suzuki. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
And you know what? That's not a big breaking ball coming up high and tight. That's going to get your attention a little.
Chopped foul right at home plate. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. Left side. Frazier is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're still out in front 5-2. Brett Laurie will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. And he takes ball 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Got him to swing at a pitch below the knees, 1-1.
And if he's getting tired, it's not showing in his slider. That pitch is still as tight as it was in the second inning.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching, and this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Melky Cabrera will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's what the good ones do.
Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Well, they've been a little unlucky so far because they're putting the ball in play. And they've hit a few of those balls really hard, but they're just not falling for him right now.
Avisail Garcia will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Nolasco steps into his windup, ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he's behind now as he missed badly on that swing. 1-2.
I'll tell you what, it's tough to try and outthink this guy out there. Seems like whatever pitch he throws, you're stuck looking for something else.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Jimmy Rollins would be next. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Dozier fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox, and the deficit remains 5-2. Back here on the south side of Chicago. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Danny Santana is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Cabrera is there to put this one away, and it takes just 1 pitch to record the first out of the 7th.
Pretty good work out of the bullpen, as you see there. He got called in much earlier than I'm sure he expected, but he's given him a real lift so far.
Into the box now, Eduardo Escobar. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Out in front of it, strike 1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a liner, but that's a foul ball. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
And this has been a strong 2 2/3 out of the pen. He's given him a real lift so far.
Miguel Sano stands in. was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. One and two now as that's in there at the knees. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. One and two, here it comes. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order, and it remains 5-2. Leading off the inning, Jimmy Rollins, and they'll need him to get something going here. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Nolasco gets his sign, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Line drive to left. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit.
They've let these guys keep hanging around and hanging around, not able to put them away. I tell you, this game, it's far from over. They're not going to go quietly.
Adam Eaton will stand in. He flew out his last time up. First pitch on its way. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike one.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Set to deliver the 0-1. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit to short. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
They continue to rack up the hits. That puts runners on first and second now. But, as we always say, it's what you do with all those base runners that's important. And so far, they haven't done a whole lot. Just take a look at our score.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound. And that's going to do it now for Ricky Nolasco. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Brandon Kinsler will come on now in an awfully tough spot as there are 2 on here with nobody out.
Brandon Kinsler.
Austin Jackson will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike one. Trying to give himself up here, but this is foul, so the runners will return. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Sano is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first out.
You see this ball start slicing away from him toward the end here, but he winds up staying right with it and running it down.
Jose Abreu will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
First delivery to him on the way. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball one.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Runners are at first and second with one away. Into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Well, here we are. It's the second month of the season, and this guy is showing no signs of slowing down. He's got himself another multi-hit ball game here.
Todd Frazier will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
Bases are loaded here, one man out. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Back goes Rosario. And as is heard on television all throughout Chicagoland, you can't put it on the board. Yes! So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And this one gives him the lead at 6-5.
You talk about capping off a comeback in style. We ain't going to have to look far to find the biggest at-bat of this ball game. There it is right there. A grand slam that gives him the lead here in the late going.
Fernando Abad will get the call now as he'll try to get the final two outs and send this one along into the eighth. Deoner Navarro will be the first one to greet him here with the crowd still buzzing over the grand slam.
Yeah, that's not the way you want to exit a ball game, but time to turn the page here. And now that they've got a new guy in the pitch, they'll at least get a fresh start.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball one. And another one misses here as they fall behind Navarro 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Santana moves over. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the fastball, and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field.
Settling in now, Brett Laurie. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball. So let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Tough to get fooled any worse than that. He's in a hole now, 1-2.
Well, this is exactly where you want that changeup to be. That thing fell right through the bottom of the zone. No chance.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
This guy's not hitting over 300 by accident. He's got a very good knowledge of the strike zone, and he knows when to lay off.
Here's the pitch on 2-2. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Swing and a little tapper. That's foul, so the battle will continue.
Just finding a way to stay alive up there.
4 runs here in this half inning. Takes this the other way to right. Sano is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. But the big blow of the inning for the Sox right here. The grand slam home run. We'll march on to the 8th. It's the White Sox 6 and the Twins 5. Nate Jones will be summoned from the bullpen now. So he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Nate Jones.
Brian Dozier will stand in to lead things off here in what's now a brand new ball game.
Yeah, and how about that last half inning? Now it's up to these guys to respond. Maybe punch back, if you will.
I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call on that 2-seamer running in.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
You saw the numbers when he came in a minute ago. He is yet to give up an earned run this year, so you can't ask for a whole lot more than that from one of the keys to your bullpen.
Striding into the box, Joe Mauer. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Ripped on the ground to first. And a sliding attempt at first, but this sneaks by him, a base hit.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. And that wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoked.
Here's Trevor Plouffe standing in. Swing and a liner, but a foul ball. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Here it comes, 0-2. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Runners on first with 1 down. Now a swing and a fly ball. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Now batting, left fielder, Eddie Rosario.
I'll tell you what, my man gets some altitude on this dive. Go ahead and stop it right about there. Look how high he is. That's what you call selling out.
Into the box now, Eddie Rosario. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. On the ground towards second. Throw to first to get him easily, and the side is retired. One hit, one left. Home half of the eighth, straight ahead. The White Sox lead it 6-5. Melky Cabrera digs in now after lining out in his last try.
And Matt, you know what? It's always a little frustrating when you square one up, you hit a solid live drive somewhere, and all you get to show for it is a nice little jog right back to the dugout. That can get in your head a little bit after a while.
Bottom three in the batting order here as the first pitch misses to the number 7 hitter. It's ball one. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And a rather easy first out.
Now batting.
Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the two starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Now in the box, Avisail Garcia. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. That evens it up 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Three and one now.
He knows the drill out there. You've got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
Hard liner towards short, but right at the shortstop for the second out.
And this guy's one of those unsung type pitchers. He's not the setup guy. He's not the closer, but these are the guys that keep you in the ball games, and he's doing the job here.
Jimmy Rollins digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. And here's a ball hit in the air. Suzuki has a play. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox. They lead it, however. It's 6-5. The hustle and bustle of downtown Chi-Town. Welcome back to U.S. Cellular Field and baseball on the show. Kicking off the top of the ninth, Eduardo Nunez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
You see from the wide angle, the third baseman, he's not expecting this at all. He's got no chance to make the play here. It's a great job of catching everybody off guard.
David Robertson is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
David Robertson.
Into the box, Kurt Suzuki. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball one. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
A runner at first with no outs here. And they'll play for the tie here as he puts this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but, hey, he gets the job done.
Stepping in now, Danny Santana, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
0-2, you got to shorten up. Find some way at least to put the ball in play. You can't afford a strikeout here with an important run out there at second base.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike three called, and there are two down.
He knows his job is to hang on to the lead for his team. But with a guy in scoring position, he's got to do something to come up big. Not a whole lot bigger situation to come up with a strikeout than right there. He's fired up about it, but he's still got some work to do right now. He's not out of this thing yet.
Eduardo Escobar standing in as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Pulled high in the air out to right field after it is eaten. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim one-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. So a good offensive showing for these guys, but if we had to pick one player that stood out, that's our man right there. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball game. He came through when they needed him to, and he was instrumental in the win.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The White Sox win it 6-5. Good night from Chicago.
Our final line score tonight. First, for the victorious White Sox.